It's one of the great cricket grounds of the world. The Sydney Cricket Ground hosts Sri Lanka's game with England tomorrow. England win, they should go through to the semi-finals. Eoin Morgan and I, though, are going to focus on what's just beside Eoin. It's a used pitch. Sri Lanka's real threat is spin, so they will come here and look at that and go, yes, please.
They will, absolutely, and particularly when they can compare like for like. We went to Brisbane, played on a used wicket, third game at Brisbane, third game here tomorrow on this wicket, I think it is, but it should play very similarly. So the challenges will remain the same, and I think if you're England, certainly having come out of a huge confidence-boosting win, and if you're Jos Buttler leading from the front like he has, England will be talking more about them and what they can do and how they can impose themselves. And I think Sri Lanka will be trying to rewind the clock to 12 months ago, where they had England on the back foot at Sharjah, trying to win death by spin. And when you look at this pitch, they will think, how much turn will it get? Short boundary over to one side, how will that affect proceedings? But certainly Chris Silverwood and the whole Sri Lankan team will be thinking, right, early wickets, try and expose England's batters to this pitch early. So you go through stages of possibly the new ball turning and definitely the older ball turning.
England are just getting ready for practice, but they're in a group, two groups in fact. Explain what's going on over there.
Yeah, so there's a chance that the guys are over there possibly split into batters and bowlers meetings, reflecting on their win at the Gabba. There'll be a lot of positive chat over there about what they did well and areas of improvement, and then drawing a line under that and then trying to apply it to Sri Lanka and the SCG, what challenges they might come up against. Obvious ones are the pitch and the short boundary over to one side. But I think a lot of the chat will be reinforcing exactly what they did well, because throughout this tournament so far we haven't seen the best of England. We got really, really close to it at the Gabba against New Zealand. And like we've talked about for so long, you don't win the World Cup in the first week. This is the business end of the tournament. If England continue to get better as the tournament goes on, 3 wins away from lifting silverware.
What's the key of taking that confidence and that performance from the New Zealand game to this must-win?
I think continued messaging of absolute clarity in everything that they do. Do not second-guess yourself. Do not come into the game and question what you're doing and how you do it. They're very experienced, particularly the leaders within the group. So if they're speaking up over there, I think the young players will be listening.
England against Sri Lanka. It's must-win for England. Win should see them through to the semi-finals of the World T20, Saturday morning at 7:30.